Good morning, dear friends. Happy Monday. Welcome to the new week. I hope you're ready for a fantastic week this week. Let's start it off with the Deal It Up challenge, shall we? As per usual. Let's get into pulling the card prompts and making something. I'm really excited. We are closing in on the end of this faux playing card series. I think 15 left, I think, including the Joker. I think that's where we're at. So, I mean, that's still quite a few weeks, isn't it? But we're getting there, and it's exciting. I am really looking forward to having a flip through of the entire 52 plus the Joker, so 53 faux playing cards. I think it's going to be really fun. Right, first prompt is, let's go that one. Let's do a reveal at the end of pulling the prompt, shall we? I haven't done that for a little bit. Keep you all on your toes. So I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Some of you watching this may still be in your weekend, actually, for those of you in the Northern Hemisphere. But maybe not. Maybe you haven't been able to watch it until the week proper starts. But whenever you're watching it, I give you a warm welcome. Sorry, I just started trying to pick a card. That's like I need to restart that, close my eyes and do a pick that way. Just to be fair, make sure it's completely random. Okay, next one. I want to also send a special shout out to 3 lovely ladies who are subscribers, who are going through, you know, a few things in life, and I just want to say I'm thinking of you. So to Lisa, Kimberly and Anya, yeah, I'm thinking of you guys, and I hope as you watch this that you're having a good day, that you're having a well day. I appreciate you so much being here, and your communications and your faithfulness. You are just, you make my life, I was about to say worth living. That's not what I mean, because there's lots of things that make life worth living. But you just make this whole YouTube journey so fulfilling, with our little conversations in the comments and sometimes outside of the comments as well. Yeah, just thank you so much for being here when you're going through some things. And I know what that's like, so special shout out. Okay. That one. So that's our alternate make card, and here's our faux playing card. Just a wee shuffle, because it's getting harder to shuffle this few cards, and it doesn't really matter, does it, because we're going to get through them all anyway. So Queen of Diamonds is our card for today. We did a Queen recently, I feel. I don't think it's slipped back into circulation, but if we double up, oh well. We'll just extend the series a little bit more. Journal page is the alternate make. Creative prompts, lace, pretty. Immediately I'm thinking lace journal page. Yep, we can work with that. Pastel colours, or pastel the tool. So like wax pastels, chalk pastels, you could interpret it that way as well. Or you could choose it as a colour option. And zigzag. Oh, fun. Okay. So that's what we're working with today. Let's grab out my card base here. I just need to push these up a little bit so I've got a bit more room to work. So my card base for the faux playing card. I thought I'd rubbed out all the pencil marks around the edge, but I see I missed some. Here we go. And I've chosen this animal print stencil to work with today. And I'm going to do browns. I don't think I've done brown stenciling on the back, not that I can recall. So I'm going to do sepia and ground espresso combination. So we're going to start with that. Don't want it too dark, so we can still write on the surface. I'm thinking I would actually like to do pastels, but I don't know if I've got any pastels my chalk pastels or anything close by. Right, that'll do for the sepia, and let's add some ground espresso. Change out my little felt pad there. And I might just do this around the edges because it's, you know, a much darker brown. But still with the stencil. And kind of just hit the edges a bit more than the centre. Oops, need a bit more ink, I think. Yeah, that looks cool. Quick and easy. So I'll just put those away in the drawer so they're not cluttering my space. Right, get rid of that. Pastels. Actually, they might be behind me. Can I reach them? Just give me a moment, please, friends. I've got my chalk pastels. Hopefully there's not an avalanche resulting from my quick grabbing of them. Oh, it's a bit dusty. Don't look at the dust, friends. They live on top of a bookshelf behind me. Right, so we've got Q-tips here. There's a few loose ones in there. What colours would I like to go with? We'll need to put some paper down first to cover this. I've got my brush I like to work with the pastels as well. Thinking maybe these ones here. I guess I'm being a little bit led by, although it's pastel. Do I need to go pastel colours? No, I don't need to go pastel colours because I'm actually using chalk pastels as the pastel prompt. Okay, just getting my head wrapped around what I'm doing here. So I'm tending towards these browns and oranges, and I think taking a cue from this, and I'm getting ahead of myself. Totally, you're probably yelling at me because I haven't even done my stamping for the Queen of Diamonds. My goodness, how many of these have we done? And I'm just losing the plot. I'm eager to get into the creative bit. I think that's my issue. So red ink for the Queen of Diamonds. So let's stamp the Q. And we'll have to draw the diamond. Or I will have to draw the diamond. Here we go. Actually, I wonder... Yeah, no, I am going to. I was thinking about doing something different, but no, I'm going to draw the diamond using a different pen today. I believe. I think I used my other red pen last time. Diamond, little skinny diamonds today. Well, that one is. So won't be able to match the size or the shape from one end to the other. But there we go, diamonds. Queen of Diamonds. Cool. Tiny wee diamonds, but never mind. Right, now I need what? Actually, do I want book page? We could do book page. That would give some interest in the background, wouldn't it? Let's grab a plain text page out of my gardening book here. It's a lovely creamy sort of paper that's got a picture on. I'm looking for one that hasn't got a picture, like that one will do. Oops. It's got quite a few gaps in it, this book now. Right, so let's just glue it on, then I'll trim around it, and then we can start working with the pastels. I haven't used my pastels for quite a long time. I used to use them in my colouring books when I was doing a lot of colouring, because it's a really quick way to add a background in your picture. And I haven't used them so much since I stopped regularly colouring, because I just don't, I love colouring, but I just don't have the time to indulge in it so much now. So it tends to be like a holiday thing for me. So it's, yeah, I need to play with my pastels and give them a little play, a bit of love. They do need fixing though, because they will rub off, the chalk pastels. So I use hairspray to fix them so that they don't come off, which I don't have near me. It's across the room, but I will do that afterwards, I think. It doesn't matter if I get it on the focal point or the lace or whatever. It'll be fine. So I'm just going to pop it there. I could collage it with different book pages, but I'm not going to. I'm just going with the one page, and I haven't even put it on straight. That's fine. I need to distress around the edges as well with vintage photo, because that's what I do. You don't have to. I'm thinking, am I going to get the journal page done today? Maybe. We might be able to do something. I'm thinking also about the zigzag. What do I want to do for the zigzag? I really am not sure right now. Rick-rack would actually be an interesting way of interpreting the zigzag, but I don't know if I've got any rick-rack either. I'm just going to chuck the paper up there out the way. So this is going to be the way up. Let's give it some ink around the edges. I'll do the back off camera, but I want to do the front just to help me see what it's going to look like. How's your week shaping up? Mine is looking like it's going to be usual busyness. My partner at the food bank looks like she might be away again this week for the 2 days that I'll be working at the food bank. So that means it's going to be busy. And also super excited. My beautiful Lydia and I are having a day out together on Friday, and I can't wait. I haven't seen her for ages in person. Haven't seen her in ages, and we just have a blast when we get together. It's so much fun. We've got so much in common, despite the fact of how much younger than I am she is. But age isn't everything, is it? Right, what am I going to do with pastels? What do I want to do? And what am I going to do with the zigzag? Maybe I should see if I've got rick-rack as a starting point. Not that one. Oh, actually, I think there's some in the bottom of this bin. I can see through the side. Look at that. That's a zigzag, isn't it? It's a bit more scallopy, but I think that would work. So we'll grab that out. We'll make that our zigzag. And we've got lace here, so I need to keep it out. And we'll work something out from that for the lace. Right, I just need to move some stuff. Right, so back to the pastels. Do I just want patches of colour? I don't know. Let's just start playing. And I like using the brush to kind of smooth it out. move it around and blend it into the paper and blend it together. Like this. So you end up with some chalk dust there. Let's add some of this. Is this red or orange? Dark cadmium orange. So I might just, instead of doing it bit by bit, let's just go in and add. I'm just being completely random. There's no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing. I'm just using pastels. Meeting the prompt, creating some colour. Okay, now let's chalk dust everywhere. They are quite messy things, but they're also very fun. And they're not super expensive. I buy them individually, and if you buy 6 at once, often they give you a container to put them in, but I do have some loose ones as well. I'm going to need to clean my desk, I think, because I've got chalk dust there. Yes, I do. And I've also got fingers that are all coloured with it, so grab out a wet wipe. And let's do a bit of clean up. There's all sorts of brown, very muddy. It's all right. Clean my fingers and we're good to go. Right. I think I would like to actually spray it before I continue, because otherwise I'm going to keep getting it on me. So I'm going to pause the camera for 2 seconds while I spray it with hairspray, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I didn't want to add just lace and the rickrack. I wanted some sort of focal thing or something else going on. So I have grabbed out a stamp set that the beautiful Lisa sent me. Scrap of coffee dyed paper. Excuse me. I also want to mention that when it is sprayed with the hairspray, it also intensifies the colour a little bit. So it will no longer rub off, but it also just brightens that colour. Right, just in case you haven't got experience or, you know, ever used chalk pastels or hairspray with it. So I'm going to use this word memories. Is it going to fit? Oh, it doesn't fit on my block. Okay. Let's grab out the larger block then. And stamp it in black. Yeah, I think so. I haven't used this stamp yet, so let's see what it stamps like. Get some good ink coverage on it will help. Okay, and we'll just go there. Oops, I don't think I put it straight. Bit of an angle, but that's all right because we'll trim it up. Let's give it a clean off because I've got ink on the block as well. Of course I did. Usually do. Right. So let's see if we can kind of make this a little straighter, maybe. I really did not stamp it straight at all. That's ridiculous. But never mind. There and there and there. I think that's better. Yeah, I like that. Do I want to back it with anything? No, wrong colours. Totally wrong colours. Just fossicking for something, a scrap of something to put behind it. And pulling out everything but what I need. This is a scrap of Williams Wools from Rachel and Bella Crafts, and those colours actually work quite well. So let's go with that. I'm going to glue it down to the paper first and then cut the paper out. Just eyeballing a border. That hairspray is quite strong. Yep, love that. Do I want to lay a lace underneath it? That might be an idea. Let's grab out the spin and see if we can find something. This would be quite cool, but I'm not convinced about that purple bit at the top there. Purple? Did I say purple? I meant pink. What am I even saying? This bit. It's kind of, again, not the right colours really. I would have liked like a piece of lace fabric rather than a strip of lace. But I don't believe I have any in this container. Might be okay. Like have it underneath, maybe down the bottom there. And then the rickrack, which is all sorts of curly. Oh my goodness. I kind of like that, but I think I just need to go for it. Here's my fabric glue for this, I think. That dried glue off the top. Works so much better if you get the dried glue off the top first. Right, just gonna kind of estimate where I want it. Hopefully it's straightish. Oops, it's all coming out the top. Let's just smear that with my finger a bit. Gonna be all sorts of gluey. Good thing I've got a fresh wet wipe out to clean my fingers. Now this top bit I'm not so worried about because we're going to stick the word over top. Alright, glue be gone. So this is going to hold that top bit down. So let's go back to the tacky glue for this. And I've got an idea for what I'm going to use as a focal image at the top there. give that a smush down. That's better. Okay. Oh, I've still got glue on my fingers. I'm all sorts of gluey mess. And I did a video earlier that I was painting in, and it was all sorts of painty mess. It's just a messy kind of day. I actually quite like that down there. I think maybe better than at the top. Oh, it's so tricky to work with all curly like this, but we'll get there. Snip it about there. Now, what? Oh, I threw the wrong bit away. I threw my bit I cut off. What glue is going to be best for this? Probably fabric glue, but do I really want to grapple with that? I might try my little bottle of fabric glue with the fine nozzle and see whether that's going to play ball. I've had it sitting upside down, so hopefully it's works a little bit better. Which side? I think that's the back, I think. Don't know. Doesn't really matter, I guess. You're going to come out, glue. I've had you upside down for days. Yeah, Mum. Oh, goodness, come on. What are you doing to me? Okay, I'm not going to put you through that, me grappling with the glue bottle. I'm going to go back to tacky glue, and if it comes off, I will just go back in with the fabric glue later. Because it's quite warm in here, and it's making the fabric glue balloon out the top. And you know, it's quite pricey. I don't want to waste it by having it just spurt out the top. So, oops, come on. Get on the actual rickrack, would you? Feel it all fumbly. Don't quite know why. So, you know, you can use anything for the zigzag. You could draw a zigzag. You could find a picture of something that's got a zigzag on it. This picture on here is actually of a path, a grass path through a garden that's in a zigzag pattern. So you could find a picture or a sticker. You might have a sticker that's got some sort of zigzag on it. Whatever you like. Oh, my card was stuck to my desk. It's fabric glue, I think, when I, you know, did the rub. It's got some on my mat there. Did I tell you it's just a messy day? Now, do I want some at the top as well? Oh, again, the curls. Oh my gosh. Well, that's actually kind of nice. Okay, let's put some at the top as well. It seems to be okay with the tacky glue, so I'm pleased about that. I don't think we're going to get to the journal page today, actually. I think seem to be taking me ages to get this done. So I might grapple with things that aren't complying overly much. And I'm hungry. It is past time for my afternoon snack, and I am hungry. Right. Oops, I need a little bit more glue at the end there. Yeah, the tacky glue is actually perfectly fine on that. Great. Fantastic. Right. So for a focal image, oh, I need to trim these off, don't I? They look a bit silly hanging out the side. A focal image, I was thinking of another stamped image. There we go. Those gone. So we've got lace, we've got zigzag, we've got pastel, we've got the Queen of Diamonds. So we've covered all the prompts. I'm still really gluey and sitting here trying to pick glue off my fingers, dried glue. Focal image. I'm just looking at the composition going, is that what I want? Is what I had in mind what I want or not? I'm thinking about this beautiful cat stamp that Laurel sent me. Might be a little bit big for the gap I've got actually. I also have this one which I found recently op shopping. Might be a better size actually, and I haven't used this one yet. So perhaps we'll use this one. I love this one. I wanted that one, but I just think it's too big for the gap. Here's just a page out of a Reader's Digest actually. Which side? Maybe that side, I think. Right, just in black ink. Oh, I think it's going to look good. Actually, have I used it? Maybe I tried it out once. I can't remember. Oh, it's so cute. It's so cute. Certainly doesn't look like I had stamped it because it was just plain grey. Now it's black. So, yeah, I don't think I had actually used it. So, there we go. We have now used it and tested it. And it's gorgeous. And this one's gorgeous. And I've now got two beautiful cat stamps. Yay. Right. Do I want a fussy tear? Let's just kind of tear it out, I think. Let's try and carefully tear along the top. The ink's a bit wet, so I'm trying not to put my finger on top of it because I don't want to mess it up. Oops, it needs to be taken down a bit more. This could be a bit tricky, guys. I can see the ink is wet. Oops. Paper sticking to my fingers because they're still gluey. Okay, and it needs inking around it, I think. It needs some vintage photo. Could be memories of Georgie. Ooh, I've been thinking a lot about Georgie over the last couple of days. I miss him so much. If you're new to my channel, Georgie was our 2-year-old cat, our youngest cat, who was sadly killed back in March. And we just weren't ready to say goodbye to our youngest cat. And it was in not very happy circumstances that we lost him. And we just miss him dreadfully. So it's Father's Day tomorrow. I'm recording this on Saturday, and now I've torn that. It really needs to go that way. Never mind. We'll just put it like that. It won't matter. Yeah, so I've been thinking as we approach Father's Day, I've been thinking about Georgie, and yeah, wish he was still here. Right, that's going to take some of that. Oh, I made a bit of a mess. Okay, that's fine. It's only a little mess. So the cat's not sitting quite straight as it should be, but it's fine. He's on a little bit of a hill, shall we say. Here we go. Memories of cats that we've had and lost. That makes me all nostalgic and sad at the same time. But there's my card. I'm not going to do the journal page, sorry, today. I was intending on, but I've changed my mind. Just trying to clean up a little bit here. So we have zigzag, which is the rickrack. We have pastel. I used chalk pastels in the background. We've got lace, and it's a Queen of Diamonds card. And then if you want to make the alternate make as well, or make it instead of, or do both, you're welcome to. It's a journal page. So you would make a journal page ready to go in a signature, which incorporates the lace, the pastel, and the zigzag. And I think really great prompts to do in a journal page. Really easy to incorporate, I think. You know, but as a rickrack down the edge of a page, throw in a bit of lace, layer them up or something, and throw in whatever pastel. Maybe your page is pastel coloured, or collage an edge with pastel colours. I don't know, like lots of ways you could do that. Have fun with it. I hope you give it a go, whether you do one, both, or just sit back and watch and enjoy, which I hope you have enjoyed. Thanks for joining me, my friends. I'll be back tomorrow with Trash Craft Tuesday. I hope to see you then. Bye for now.